Yeah. This is Cobalt Agent, aka Dragon Ball Fights. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I only made that title for fan fights that I would make, but I haven't made many of them lately. Just a bunch of videos debunking shit about Brawly and Boo and blah 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 blah. Anyway, it's been a while since I've made a video. Had a lot of shit. Have a lot of shit going on in my life. Shit involving the army shit, legal shit. But yeah, I'm just gonna let people know that I'm gonna have a new video coming out soon. I'm gonna redo the Brawly vs. Cell fight, and actually there's a new computer too, so I have to. My last computer broke, so I have to get all my files from my other computer so I can finish the fight. But fuck. Yeah, I mean, I'll get that finished, then I'll start working on some real fights instead of the same old crap. Yeah, but I'm gonna take some time with the rest of this video just to explain some stuff. I'm gonna address this to what I call wankers. There are people that wank things, and those of us who are nerds and use the internet to, talk about fan fights, hypothetical what-if fights between people. Wankers are people who basically brown nose, just totally just dick ride, and it's specifically characters. They hype up the feats of characters, or they just make feats up, shit that didn't actually happen, And this is, I know what you're probably thinking if you've seen any of my videos. No, I'm not gonna make this about Brawly. They are some of the biggest wankers ever, but let me just say this. I love Dragon Ball Z. I love it as much as the next guy. Alright, but I don't wank DBZ. I try to put things in, I try to keep things in perspective. I made a crummy, crappy little video called, what was it? It was it was Majin Vegeta. Yeah, Majin Vegeta versus Galvatron from Transformers. And people were like, guy in Vegeta, he's a Super Saiyan. Like, yeah, I know. I'm aware of that. Thanks for assuming bad faith. I know who Vegeta is. Do you know who Galvatron is? People, how do I explain this? I am a Dragon Ball Z nerd, but I am also a Transformers nerd. And people have a hard time thinking that a bunch of transforming cars and stuff could possibly be more powerful than Goku and stuff. So, I'm basically going to explain something. They are. Dragon Ball Z is way overpowered by Transformers. And, and I know what you're going to be thinking. What? Transformers are just robots. DBZ can just blow them up. Yeah, well, that's definitely true if this was, one of the Michael Bay movies where Transformers are no more durable than, a beat-up Cadillac. But, in the main series of Transformers, everything from G1 onward, excluding Beast Wars, but, that, obviously they're less durable. They're less strong because they're the size of humans, but regardless. Transformers, when I started out in the 80s, the cartoon has its own little version of Toon Force, where they just have ridiculous feats. And the comics, the comics are unbelievable. Basically, the comics are for leader characters like Optimus Prime and Megatron. The comics are to Optimus Prime and other leader characters what DBZ is to Goku. You know how in Dragon Ball Z it stops being Dragon Ball Z, it starts being the Goku show, the Super Saiyan show, where everyone else is irrelevant. That's what Transformers is. In Transformers, I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, there's really no comparison with Dragon Ball Z. I mean, especially once you get to the retcons and the multiversal theory. Not theory, but basically, unlike DBZ, well, DBZ does have a bunch of different continuities, but that's mostly because of Towie and made-up crap like the movies, so they just, but that's never actually been officially addressed as far as I'm aware. Transformers has an official multiverse. Countless universes. And that's because of things like because of Unicron and Primus. And if you don't know what Transformers are, basically, there's several tiers of power in Transformers. There's gods, like Unicron and Primus. There's just powerhouses, like city formers, Transformers that turn into cities and battle stations, like Metroplex, and and then there's like leaders like Optimus Prime, Galvatron, Megatron, Rodimus Prime, and as well as combiners, Gestalt, Transformers made up of other Transformers, like Predaking, Piranacon, Devastator, Abominus, Computron, whatever. And then there's everybody else. Basically, like in DBZ, where it's Super Saiyans and every new villain and their grandmother, and then Krillin and everybody else is just whatever and worthless. Towards the end, anyway. You need to understand, the only thing DBZ actually has over Transformers is speed. I'm not saying speed doesn't matter. It could definitely be a factor in a fight. But when push comes to shove, Transformers are more durable, they're more powerful, and they're stronger. Alright? They could take, they're physically more durable. Their weapons, are just ridiculous. And they're physically more powerful. And that's really all there is to it. It's... I don't want to make a lecture here, but for those who are wondering how Galvatron can beat Vegeta, Galvatron in the cartoon is usually just seen as, cartoony. It was the original cartoon for Transformers in the 80s was nothing more than a long, toy commercial, basically. But they had stories, and they had feats, and I'm not going to pick and choose. I'm going with the feats. So, Galvatron, while powered by Unicron, and that is in the video title in the fight against Vegeta, specifically that he's powered by Unicron. While powered by Unicron, Galvatron is pretty much unbeatable. He transforms into cannon mode as soon as he shows up with the other Decepticons in the movie, the original animated movie. He transforms, he shoots Starscream, and instantly petrifies him, and he crumbles into dust, like almost instantly. Alright? Almost instantly. His body just grays, he's killed, and his body just crumbles. Okay, even after losing, Unicron's extra power, in the cartoon, continuing after the movie, Galvatron blows up the planet Thrall. He blows up the planet Goo. In the cartoon series, he literally kills an entire planet with his mind. The planet tries to the planet is literally driven insane by Galvatron's madness. I mean, Galvatron's pretty awesome, and you know, he who knows how long, probably less than a year, but because the series still takes place in 2005, but it must have been a while. He was living in a plasma pool on the planet Thrall. That's what made him crazy. But he was in a plasma pool. Goku was afraid of lava on the Namek Saga. Like, Broly had to shield himself in the movies. I know the movies are non-canon, but whatever. Alright. Lava bad. Transformers swim in lava. Okay? Goku and the Decepticons were dropped in lava, and they were fine. Devastator. You know, the Seekers, Megatrons, you know, all of them. They, whatever. Doesn't matter. And that was Megatron. Galvatron's a lot stronger than Megatron. But I mean, this is just the cartoon. In the cartoon, he also knocks over Omega Supreme, you know, after blasting him. Galvatron's not a pussy. They made him look like one when fighting Rodimus a couple times. Yeah, but he's also held his own against Rodimus and Ultra Magnus. In the comics, he was even more badass. It took the force of time itself, time and space itself, tearing up to kill Galvatron. It tore up on him, and he, you know, but in the meantime, he destroyed Piranacon. I mean, he whooped Rodimus's ass. He whooped Magnus's ass, Ultra Magnus. I mean, I think the only one who's actually stopped him in his tracks was Fortress Maximus. But even then, I think he survived. I think Fortress Maximus went offline. But Power Master Optimus Prime, I think he fought him to a standstill. But even still, Galvatron defeated everyone. He defeated Autobots and Decepticons. He defeated everyone. And that was just Galvatron. Unicron is more powerful than Galactus. Primus is around his equal. Alright, they're gods. Virtually omnipotent. You know. But Metroplex, I mean, I know I was talking about Galvatron. You know, let me finish on Galvatron. In the IDW comics, Galvatron is immortal. He regenerates. Right? He can be blown up and he'll regenerate. His body will repair itself. He also is undead. He's an undead transformer. He's a harbinger of unlife and has death's touch. And he creates just, I mean, it's pretty effed up. You know, Galvatron is just a badass MF. He's just a badass motherfucker. Yeah. Megatron draws power from black holes. He can blow up the city with a single, and that's not even his full power. He draws power from black holes and shoots antimatter. I know DBZ characters blow up planets and stuff, but they don't shoot antimatter. Antimatter will kill you. You will die. Metroplex, the city transformer, he can lift a mountain in his hand. Scorponok can shatter a mountain with his tail. Omega Supreme can lift 300,000 tons with his claw arm, and he can shatter a mountain range with one hit. You know, guys, the Combiners can lift hundreds of tons easily. Destroy battleships with one blow. Knock over bridges with one blow. Destroy unbelievable. I mean, you know, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to end it soon here, but I'm just saying, if you really want a description of all the feats of Transformers, I can give you a list. I have a list, and it's unbelievable. And that's not even including Japanese continuity. In the Japanese continuity, some characters have destroyed entire multiverses with single blasts, with one hit. Alright? Transformers are way more powerful than DBZ. At the most, DBZ has been seen to blow up a solar system. Not even seen that. It was suggested. And it might have been hyperbole. We don't know. It's still debated, like, largely. Yeah, but I'll just say that. DBZ's got speed and busting power, but, you know, it won't make a difference if you can't hurt someone. And anyway, whatever. Transformers. and DBZ. I love them both. See ya!